INTJ, Architect Mastermind, is a very unique personality type who selects their relationships and potential partners in a very specific way. They can live on good terms with some personality types and really don't click with the other ones. Here is the INTJs compatibility with Diplomat types. INTJs and Diplomats. INTJ and Diplomats, INFJ, INFP, ENFJ, ENFP, can have a complex and interesting relationship. As both INTJs and Diplomats are part of the idealist temperament, they share a similar sense of idealism, intuition, and concern for the well-being of others. They are both introspective, intuitive, and value deep and meaningful connections with others. One area of compatibility between the INTJs and Diplomats is their shared vision for a better world. One area of potential conflict is that Diplomats may feel that INTJs are too critical or dismissive of their emotional needs. In turn, INTJs may feel frustrated by what they see as the Diplomats' lack of practicality or decisiveness. Overall, the compatibility between INTJs and Diplomats depends on their ability to balance their similarities and differences and to communicate effectively. Number 1. INTJ and INFJ. INTJs and INFJs can have a strong level of compatibility due to their shared intuitive and analytical nature, as well as their shared desire for personal growth and development. One key factor in the compatibility between INTJs and INFJs is their mutual preference for intuition over sensing. They both tend to be more focused on the abstract, theoretical, and conceptual rather than the concrete, practical, and sensory. This can lead to a deep and meaningful understanding between them as they share a similar way of viewing the world. Additionally, INTJs and INFJs are both analytical and strategic in their approach to decision-making. They both enjoy analyzing data, patterns, and systems to find the most efficient and effective solution to a problem. This shared approach to decision-making can make them work well together on projects or in professional settings. Furthermore, INTJs and INFJs are both driven by a desire for personal growth and development. They tend to be introspective and reflective, always seeking to improve themselves and reach their full potential. This shared focus on self-improvement can create a strong bond between them and inspire them to support and challenge each other in positive ways. However, there can be some potential challenges in the compatibility between INTJs and INFJs. For example, they may have different communication styles, with INTJs being more direct and logical, while INFJs are more empathetic and relationship-focused. They may need to work on understanding and appreciating each other's communication style to avoid misunderstandings or conflicts. Moreover, while INTJs tend to be more focused on the future and the big picture, INFJs may be more concerned with the present and the immediate needs of others. This can lead to some differences in the way they prioritize goals and allocate resources. But overall, the compatibility between INTJs and INFJs depends on their ability to balance their similarities and differences and to communicate effectively. With effort and commitment, they can create a strong and fulfilling partnership based on mutual respect, analytical thinking, and a shared drive for personal growth and development. Number 2. INTJ INFP. INTJs and INFPs can have an intriguing compatibility due to their complementary strengths and differences. One key factor in the compatibility between INTJs and INFPs is their shared preference for intuition over sensing. They both tend to focus more on abstract ideas and possibilities rather than on concrete facts and details. This shared way of thinking can create a strong connection between them as they understand and appreciate each other's perspectives. Another aspect that can contribute to their compatibility is their respective introverted and intuitive nature. They both need time alone to reflect and process their thoughts, which can lead to a deep understanding and appreciation of each other's need for space and introspection. Furthermore, INTJs and INFPs both tend to have high standards for themselves and others, as well as a strong sense of personal values and ethics. They both have a strong desire to live up to their ideals and strive for authenticity and integrity in their relationships and work. This can create a sense of mutual respect and admiration as they share similar values and aspirations. However, there can also be some potential challenges in the compatibility between INTJs and INFPs. For example, they may have different communication styles, with INTJs being more direct and logical, while INFPs are more empathetic and focused on emotional connection. This can lead to misunderstandings or conflicts if they don't take the time to understand and appreciate each other's communication style. Moreover, while INTJs tend to be more focused on planning and strategy, INFPs may be more focused on exploring and experiencing life. This can lead to some differences in priorities and goals, and they may need to work on finding a balance between their different approaches. Overall, the compatibility between INTJs and INFPs depends on their ability to appreciate and respect each other's strengths and differences, as well as their willingness to communicate and find a balance between their respective needs and values. With effort and commitment, they can create a deep and meaningful partnership based on mutual understanding, authenticity, and shared values. Number 3. INTJ and ENFJ. INTJ and ENFJ are both intuitive and goal-oriented individuals, which makes them well-matched in many areas. They share similar values, such as a drive for excellence, a desire for intellectual stimulation, and a strong sense of purpose. They both enjoy deep conversations and can easily engage in meaningful discussions about various topics. But one potential challenge for these two types is that they can sometimes approach decision-making in different ways. INTJs tend to be more logical and analytical, while ENFJs tend to be more empathetic and people-focused. This can sometimes lead to conflicts, as INTJs may see ENFJs as being too subjective or emotional in their decision-making, while ENFJs may see INTJs as being too rigid or impersonal. Another area where they may differ is in their leadership styles. INTJs tend to be more independent and prefer to work alone, while ENFJs are natural leaders who thrive on social interactions and building relationships. However, both types have strong leadership potential and can learn from each other's strengths to create a balanced and effective team. Overall, INTJ and ENFJ can complement each other well in both personal and professional relationships, provided they are willing to understand and appreciate each other's differences. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. INTJ and ENFP. INTJ and ENFP have complementary personality traits that can create a dynamic and exciting relationship. Both types are highly creative, passionate, and curious, and enjoy exploring new ideas and concepts. They are also future-oriented and often have a shared vision for their lives. One of the main areas of compatibility between INTJ and ENFPs is their shared love for intellectual stimulation and learning. They both have a thirst for knowledge and enjoy discussing complex ideas and theories. This can lead to engaging conversations and a sense of mutual understanding. However, there are also some potential challenges to this pairing. INTJs tend to be more introverted and analytical, while ENFPs are more extroverted and emotionally expressive. This can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts, as INTJs may perceive ENFPs as being too emotional or flighty, while ENFPs may see INTJs as being too cold or distant. Another potential challenge is that ENFPs may have a tendency to focus on the present moment, while INTJs are more future-oriented. This can lead to differences in priorities and values, which may cause conflicts in the relationship. But despite these potential challenges, INTJ and ENFP can create a balanced and exciting relationship by learning to appreciate and value each other's strengths. INTJs can learn to appreciate the emotional depths and spontaneity of ENFPs, while ENFPs can learn to appreciate the analytical and logical thinking of INTJs. With mutual understanding and respect, this pairing can create a strong and fulfilling relationship. These videos will be really helpful for you.